Road. It's already moved over the Rivertown Road area and Highway 29 there in South Fulton County, already passing over Rivertown as this pushes on over toward the north and also to the east. So that's what we're watching right now. Now, I see that they have this, this is our Cobb County Tower Cam. I'm going to see if I can do this live to move this camera, and you can see all of the heavy rain that is in Cobb County right now. Let me flip this and see if we can actually move this for you live. If you guys
while you're doing that, Chris, there are reports that it has been checked out in those observed areas, and there are no injuries or no damage in that area of Paulding County. Emergency management has rechecked that area, and there is no
that's in Cobb County.
Right.
That's the top of the building right now. We're going to go.
They're likely to switch that over to a severe thunderstorm warning, the one in Fulton County.
Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah. That is good to hear. And we see that scan just came by. So this is for Cobb County. Just wanted to show you just how heavy it's raining right now there at SunTrust Park with that cell as it continues to move through with that very heavy rain. Okay, so this just updated, Chesley just mentioned. Let me go back over here. So Chesley's monitoring the National Weather Service chat, and what we are also seeing on our radar velocity mode, we don't see that classic look of rotation there. Now, I want to make sure I hesitate. I want you to understand that whenever we see situations like this, often we have some tight rotation. It'll move through a little bit, and then it'll loosen up, and then it can tighten up again. I think that we're at part of that cycle right now where it is loosening up, and we're seeing that evident here on our velocity. And from that, the National Weather Service is saying now that they are going to continue now this moving on into central Fulton County, most likely as a severe thunderstorm warning. Is that right, Chesley?
Yeah, likely transitioning to a severe thunderstorm warning for Fulton County.
Okay, so let me widen all the way back out. I want to give you your perspective because I know we're concentrating on this tornado warning right here, but everybody in North Georgia has the potential for some strong thunderstorms. I see a new tornado warning down to the south. That's just south of Columbus. That is outside of our viewing area. So we're going to continue concentrating on these storms that you see right here, really closing in on Atlanta right now. And some of these have a history of producing damage, also a history of producing some tornadoes with that and rotation with that. So this is now closing in on Atlanta. We have this up to the north as well, North Fulton County into parts of Cherokee County, also Pickens County, northward into Dawson County, Gilmer County, very heavy rain with a lot of lightning. Let's get a new lightning count on this right now as these storms are moving over to the east. I'm going to get the entire area right here, all of North Georgia, where we see about 91 lightning strikes in the past 15 minutes. And, you know, with the storm system, there's something that looks as impressive as this. That amount of lightning, even though that's high, you would think we would have hundreds of lightning strikes with that. That's the new one right there. Okay, Chesley, tell me what they're saying on that one.
Possible tornado. Winds up to 60 miles per hour. They're continuing to say hail. Hail with this one. It's Clayton County, Cobb County, Douglas County, DeKalb County, and Fulton County. This will last until 12:30 p.m. On that particular cell. Again, that was the one that had the tornado signature, and we did see that tornado signature when it was back a little bit further off to the west, but now starting to flatten out a little bit. So now we're just seeing those straight line winds, maybe up to 60 miles per hour with that particular cell.
So this is the new one that Chesley just mentioned to you. This is what we were watching, anticipating either a new tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning that would be issued. They have now decided to issue severe thunderstorm warning with this. But again, part of the classifications of severe thunderstorm warnings, sometimes they'll just mention rain and hail. With this one, they are saying tornado possible. But what we're seeing on radar, the couplets aren't quite tight enough to show whether or not, really to classify issuing a new tornado warning. So that's why they have issued a severe thunderstorm warning right now with that's moving up toward the north and to the east. And is it again moving between 40 and 50 miles an hour?
Yeah,
I'll put a new track on this right now with the storm that is moving through with this new warning that we have. That is right here, the part of it that's getting closer to Atlanta, moving 40
miles an hour.
Okay, so there we go right there. Pushing into Atlanta at 12:06, Belvedere Park at 12:16, Tucker at 12:24, Lilburn at 12:31, and then Lawrenceville at 12:45. So we think that this is in one of those cycles where it's kind of loosening up a little bit with not as much rotation, but what we've seen with the history of this, as it came out of Carroll County, we had tight rotation, it loosened up a little bit, and then it tightened back up. We had another warning that was issued for South Fulton County here. Now as this continues moving up toward the north and east, it has loosened up a little bit, but we could see this tighten up again. That's why in this warning right here, they are saying that it is possible that a tornado could occur with this. So we have any new information that's coming in from this right now. So let me put this into motion. I'll put this into our loop mode. So this is showing the speed of these storms. The individual cells are moving to the north and to the east, but the entire line is pushing over toward the east. So that's why this is closing in on the city of Atlanta right now. There we are, the city of Atlanta. You can close in on us. And you can see from our tower cam view, that's from Cobb County. Right up here from the storms, another severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for you folks in Cobb County. We mentioned that a little bit earlier. Main threats with that, heavy rain and damaging winds are possible. We're not seeing a lot of hail in association with this, the system that's pushing through, going up toward the north and also to the east. Let me put this into live mode, and we'll see if we can get a look at the hail right now. So this is our hail product, and it's not showing anything, and that really makes sense, Chesley, compared to what we were showing with our tops here in our 3D view. In fact, I can show you that right now, too. I'm going to slice this storm right here, and you can see as we go down to the south and to the east of this right now, and I'm going to kind of just roll this back and forth. I'll go to, here you go, Chesley. I'll go to kind of move this back and forth here with these. Okay, there's SunTrust Park. You can see that full. Here with the very heavy rain that's coming through Cobb County, this is where we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Cobb County. It'll be in effect at least until 12 o'clock. And you can see those warnings. Also, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the area in pink that you saw that was on the map at the bottom of your screen. So there's a live look at SunTrust Park. Come back to radar full if you don't mind, or either at the touch screen. I want to just kind of scan this cell that we have on 3D mode right now. And as we look at that...
all right, looks like they're expiring, the one for Cobb, DeKalb, and Fulton.
Okay.
Looks like it's expiring. Or maybe that was the one they had before the latest.
Okay.
Let me just make sure.
So they expired Fulton County just a second ago. They've
expired 12 o'clock one,
Cobb,
so it
DeKalb.
will continue till 12:30, yeah.
Okay.
They had one for 12. So
Okay.
this one, yeah, sorry.
So even though you're still seeing that red box on your screen, that warning has expired for Fulton County as it's already moved out of that area, the tornado warning. That red box will disappear in just a second. But this is what we're watching here as we scan this line as it's moving through. And Chesley, you know, we're just seeing 20,000 foot tops there, a little bit above that. I'm trying to scan the rest of this to see. That's why we're not seeing a lot of hail, because we don't have very elevated storms with this. It's mainly the cells that are lower tops, but still with that potential to produce the rotation there with some heavy rain and damaging winds.
And that's why you're getting short-lived tornadoes, because you don't have
Yes.
those high cloud tops either. I mean, you got to get up there 35,000, 40,000 feet up there. Some were about 25,000 feet. You get up that high, you could get some small hail out of that, but and maybe that's what some folks are indicating. There was a report here, dime-size hail, but I think that was a little bit further down to the south of our area, of central Georgia. But other than that, we do have a report of a tree down Veterans Memorial Highway in South Gordon, and it's hanging on a traffic light in that area. Got a report of that. And so now we're starting to see where we get these little reports of some small or minor damage starting to pop up from some of these thunderstorm cells that are moving through.
In the control room, y'all can drop what it says there, the tornado warning for southwest Fulton County. That just expired. The rotation with that, even though it's not 12 o'clock yet, they have allowed that to expire a few minutes early because that rotation is no longer evident within that storm. It could be ramping down. They have now issued the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for the city of Atlanta right now, South Fulton and Central Fulton County. We can come back here to the touchscreen and we'll show you a little bit closer there of what's going on. We've talked about these storms closing in on the city of Atlanta. They are just about to move in right now. Our tower cam here at the station, I'm not sure which direction it was pointed. It was pointed closer to the bridge collapse, but I'm not sure if we want to check our own tower cam here, remote 56, to see if it's pointed over to the west, and maybe our engineers, if it is not pointed to the west, they could quickly go back in master control and move that over to the west so we could watch these storms. They are going to be closing in on the city within the next few minutes. Okay, this is looking at downtown Atlanta. If our engineers are back there in master control and they could widen out on that and maybe move it over to the right just a little bit, that would give us a good perspective of what we're seeing coming in from the west. Again, this is a live look downtown Atlanta. We're going to keep an eye on this camera as the storm system's moving in, has had a history of producing some rotation there. Right now that rotation has loosened up somewhat, but we expect that it could tighten back up at any time as these cells continue to move on through. So let's go back to the touchscreen. You can see what we've got going on right here. There's Atlanta. I want to get in just a little bit tighter so you can see this cell that is really about to move in on us. This is the heart of the severe thunderstorm warning right here. From Mableton stretching down toward East Point, this is where we have the heaviest rain with it. This is also the part that had a history of producing